All right. We're here. I did it. What I don't know, and I'm hoping there is it looks like there is somebody over in Discord. Um, Yev is over in Discord. Now, in Discord, we're chatting in the live stream chat channel. And so, um, I couldn't make it so the chat synced up in the on stage thing. But anyway, hello everyone. I almost didn't make it back in time, but I blame samples and tests because I really, you mentioned tea, I really wanted tea. So I actually did make tea. But because I was in a time pinch, I did it with like a tea bag, which is not normally how I make tea. But anyway, so it can steep here while we do it. If so, here's the question that I have. If anybody wants to look on the Discord, like just like test here, look on the Discord and see if it's backwards, because I see my screen backwards, but like when I previewed it, um, it showed normal, and so I'm hoping that it's like mirroring when I'm looking at myself, but I don't really have a great way to test that. So, yeah, anybody, and Yev, if you're watching, if you comment in the live stream chat and just let me know, that would be awesome. All right. What did I miss? How do I normally make tea? Um, well, with the fairies of the woods. No, I don't know. I have an Ingenuity is the brand name, but it's basically it's a really cool thing. I mean, I'll be honest. I've purchased many over the years because I wear them out. But it's made of plastic. Unfortunately, I wish they had one all glass and stainless, but they don't, as far as I know. Um, it's it's like a mug on its own, and it has a filter on the bottom, like a really fine mesh filter, and you just set it on the counter and you pour loose tea in the cup part and fill it up with water, and so it's just, loose tea steaming and or steeping, and then once it's steeped, you take the whole contraption and you set it on top of a mug, and the bottom then has a valve underneath the filter, and it filters the water out, or it filters the tea leaves out, and the water comes out of the bottom of the Ingenuity device and then fills your cup, and you have really nicely steeped tea. I really like it, but it would still be steeping downstairs. So it looks fine on Discord. Mason, thank you very very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, again, I tried really hard to see about flipping, and it looked like it was correct. And then when I'm looking at it in the Discord channel, everything is flipped backwards. And I'm sure that's like, oh, so you can see yourself properly. Yeah, well, the words are backwards, so I'm not I'm not really watching it there. But yeah, hopefully people can watch it from Discord if they want, and also chat in the live stream channel there, because that's the goal. Another shout out to Tree. I don't know if he's watching, but boosted the Discord servers so we could get fancy little icons for supporters. So Patreon and Coffee and YouTube, anywhere subscribers subscribe, they get the same treatment on the Discord channel. And the tiers are all the same. Really proud of that. So yeah, that's where we are. Let me finish dunking my tea. Let's see. In the UK, we use a tea bag with boiling water. Okay, that's kind of what I did. I mean, I had tea bag and I dumped it, and it was in the cup with the boiling water. I actually put the sweetener in with it just because. I mean, I normally do anyway. I realize that then some of the sweetener goes away with the tea bag when I squeeze it out, but yeah, then I do that. I'm not a big fan of milk in my tea, apart from sometimes chai is good with milk in it, but I've never gotten the hang of milk and tea. And coffee, I prefer coffee black. No, nothing in it. Just, bitter as my soul, black. But tea, I always want a little bit of sweetener in my tea. Always. It doesn't matter what kind of tea. If it's just, like straight up, you know, tea leaves, or, a flavored tea, or even an herbal tea, I always want some kind of sweetener in it. So, Ceylon tea. Okay. That's I think is that just like, no, I don't, I know a lot about tea, but not enough about tea to like have an opinion on that. So yeah. Eric, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. If I mean, if I were to show you my Discord screen, it just shows a flipped video where, everything is backwards. Like Google Meet does that, but you have the option to switch it back. I didn't see that option here, so that was kind of a bummer. But Twitch is playing. Ah, Twitch is also messing up for. I mean, Shane is one of the few that goes to uh Twitch. That's a bummer that it's messing up there. It still could be my internet connection. In fact, CBT Nuggets is they're not paying for my internet connection, but I get like a small stipend to go towards my internet connection. So I think I'm going to up my bandwidth because I mean my download speed is fine, but my upload is not all that great. So I think I'm gonna um, up to whatever the maximum they do. I think I'll be able to have 30 megabits up. So hopefully that'll help with streams, especially now I'm uploading to Discord and to Restream. So anyway, oh, yeah. So Discord, they do this on Twitch TV on Discord. I'm not saying, hey, everybody go to Discord. I don't think the experience is like amazing or anything. But yeah, they do live streaming there. Twit TV does all of their stuff on Discord. They have set up just a huge thing, so they do all their on stage stuff, and they can bring people in. So someday maybe we could bring people in on Discord. But I just wanted to play with it for the first time, and to kind of coincide. I like the integration with Discord and the roles and the for Patreon and YouTube and Ko-fi supporters. So yeah, I'm hoping to lean into Discord a little bit more. And then Tree went and boosted the server for this month so that we could get special role icons, which I know is silly. Like it's like, oh, you get a little graphic after your name, but it's cool. So anyway, yeah, I don't, I mean, I know there's a pretty big European uh contingent to the nerdling group. I tend to drink a lot of tea in the winter and coffee in the summer, and I have no reason for that. Tea seems cozier to me for some reason. And again, I don't know why that's the case either, but I drink a lot of tea in the winter and a lot of coffee in the summer. I drink both year round, but more, more going that way. Ah, yes, samples and tests. I did notice. Okay. Oh, I'm afraid it's going to disappear. So I'll catch up. Hold on. Brewing some tea. Yeah, I have bagged tea here today so that I wasn't late. I put the honey in the tea after. See, I think that's probably the best way because then you're not throwing away sweetened tea leaves. So I get it. I guess I'm just lazy. I'm worried that I'm gonna forget. So I just usually I do it with the loose tea in the Ingenuity device. I like put the leaves in there, it's a drop of sweetener for me because I use it's sucralose. It's called sweet drops or something. I don't know, but just put one drop in there and I put the water, and then as soon as I put it in my mug, it's ready to drink. So that's what I do. What do we started? Someone will say biscuits. It's funny. Um, I won't talk about her too much because she's a very private person, but I have a coworker now at CBT Nuggets. She was a coworker before, and now I'm there again. And I love working with her because for so many reasons. But yeah, she drinks tea. I mean, she's a proper Brit. Um, but I appreciate the British sensibility. I don't know if that's a politically correct term or not, but uh, like if she's reviewing some of my stuff, she's if it's crap, she'll tell me. She'll be kind about it, but she won't beat around the bush either. So yeah, I always appreciate that. Um, Lemons or lemon juice? That's interesting. I mean, tea. Tea and lemon. I mean, that's a thing. I've never actually put lemons in my tea. I usually have a flavor of tea, if I'm being honest. Usually, I don't just drink black tea. Like this is Earl Grey, because that's what I had in bags. I'll often do a mint flavored tea or something. So, oh, Shane, you think it's your connection? Okay. Okay. Oh, you're doing a VPN. Is a VPN it's not because you can't connect, right? I mean, I'm not like a regionally blocked thing or anything. I hope. I hope. Um okay. Well, I'm still going to update my internet connection though. And yeah, this is what I was getting down to because I was already behind on chits. I know, yeah. So the bird feeder. I mean, I think we can go there. Can we go? Oh no, it's my other computer. Oh no, it isn't. It's here. Let's see. We can go. Yeah. So, uh, um, can you still hear me? Am I still making noise? I don't know if I just killed my audio. Oh, I think I'm still making noise. Yeah. So you can hear me. You can't see me. Yeah. So the the other day, the wind blew the little. There's like a little catch down there, and I haven't found it. I'm not sure where it is. I wonder if it's on the roof. I'm gonna go look on the roof. I'm still here. Hold on. I see it. All right, I do see it down there. It fell behind rocks. All right. All right. I don't know if you could hear. I don't know if there's audio on that camera. I think there is. But you probably couldn't hear it. So yeah, there is. I found it. Oh, let me go back to my face. Where's my face? Where's my face? There's my face. Yeah. So I did find it. The bottom piece fell out in the wind and it wedged itself behind some rocks. But looking down, I could see it. I could see it behind the rocks. So I'll get that. And yeah, my plan today was to finally run the line out to the front yard. Um, you could hear via the mic. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's just right over there. I was probably hollering so you could hear. um, but yeah, so my plan was to actually run the line for the PoE camera that I have for the bird feeder out front. And I just didn't have just ran out of time. I didn't do it. What I was doing is trying to set up the Discord stuff because Tree went to the trouble of boosting the server, and I kind of wanted to honor that by getting it working as well as I could. So anyway, um, yeah, I will get that after the live stream, and I will fill it back up, and then maybe tomorrow, if I get enough work done tomorrow, maybe I'll run that line. I should put a video camera out, although I'm not great at videoing myself doing projects. It ends up just being like, oh look, there's the back of Sean's head as he's hunched over a project. But I'll see what I can do because yeah, I want to get that going before the snow flies. I want to have it all winter. And my front feeder is my nicest feeder. It really is. It's this big open feeder. So the cardinals come and go. It has a squirrel guard, so the squirrels don't get up there. They haven't in like the past 5 years ever gotten up there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that all winter. And I want it to switch like it does sometimes when the bird bath comes online. Anyway. Oh, Biskies. And I know that was a typo, but yeah, Biskies. I want some Biskies with my tea. I actually have a box of Yorkshire Gold. I saw that scroll by somewhere. But yeah, I like Yorkshire Gold. I usually just drink flavored tea because I'm a wimp. Let's see. Mason. I love tea talk. I love that we're talking about tea. I actually thought about, and I know everybody across the pond is going to be offended at the mere thought because why would you have flavored tea things? But I actually thought about doing a um flavor of the month thing, like a nerdlings tea flavor of the month, like a subscription where come up with cool flavors and then you can order like the little tins of them, and if you like it, order more. And I wanted to do that not as like, oh, I'm gonna like be a huge moneymaker. No, I just want to have an excuse to come up with teas every month. So maybe I'll do that this winter. Yeah. Oh, 10 to 15 cups of tea. Oh man. And I don't even want to know how many times you have to pee because it's quite a few. Oh. I mean, I'm just saying, people being asked ordinary questions and not knowing their correct answers, that's pretty much, I mean, I get asked questions all the time and I usually don't know the answers. I'm not sure the scenario that you were in, but sometimes it could be me. Uh, so I'm sure you know this, and the only reason I know what you mean by digestives is from the Great British Bake Off. 'Cause that is not a term that we use at all here in the US. I had no idea what they were talking about. They said digestive biscuits, and it sounded like, oh, is somebody sick? Are they having digestive distress? And they're like taking, nope. It's they're pretty much, from what I can gather, like what we call graham crackers, I think. Mm. But chocolate chip digestives. Is that, yeah, I bet those are pretty good. Uh biscuit flavored Yorkshire tea. Now that's like a that's like a that's like a double English sounding thing. And I said Yorkshire offensively. Is it Yorkshire? Is that how the proper way? Or, I mean, proper. I don't sound British at all, but not it's not Yorkshire, even though that's what we often say here. I love the the international language things that we have going on. Let's see. Earl Grey for the win. Oh yes. Mint and Earl Grey. Those are my two go-to flavors. Oh, audio's good. And still hear you. Good, good, good. The green tea I'm really behind, but that's okay. It's fun. I feel like I get to catch up with conversations here. Let's see the green tea. Oh, flavor. Okay, I've historically not liked green tea. And it's only because it tasted like dissolved cigarette ashes for some reason. And that was always my take. Like, I just don't know. I just don't want green tea. It's disgusting. I hate it. It always tastes bad. And then I was working at the university in Grand Rapids in like 2013. I was the manager of the Microsoft database department. And there was a lady who was one of my employees, and she was from China. And once a year, her family would send her a care package. And in the care package was very expensive, very high end green tea. Like, came in little foil packets. And like when you opened the foil packet, it was like the full leaf. Like when I put it in my Ingenuity steeper, like it unfurled. It was like somebody had raked the lawn with of leaves, and it was just like leaves in there. And I did it properly. I had a kettle in my office there, and so I heated it up to only like 180 degrees or whatever Fahrenheit for yeah, and I made it, and it was amazing. So I think maybe green tea is more prone to cheap, crappy flavors or something. Like if you don't have good green tea, it tastes bad. Because I no longer say I hate green tea after having that. It was amazing. But uh, yeah, I don't get a lot of green tea because historically I always buy crappy stuff, but I know good stuff exists. Oh, oh, getting into cybersecurity. Oh, just messing around with VPN. Oh, that so yeah, Shane's talking about the VPN and issues with its connection. That is the bad part about like learning and training and experimenting on the machine that you use as a daily driver, right? It's like, oh, I finally figured it out, and I've completely borked my whole system. So I feel your pain there. That is for sure. Bum, bum, bum. It is a pretty nice day out today. It rained yesterday. We got a little bit of snow last year, or not last year, last week. It snowed a little couple days ago. It's pretty nice right now. It is 49 degrees. I don't know what that is uh in Celsius, but it's I mean it's brisk. You want to have a jacket on for sure, but it's not too bad, and it's yeah, it's a really nice day out. I haven't gone outside but a couple times, but um all right. Yeah, I really am behind. Sorry about this. How long till I get snow? We've had a little. We had a couple inches of snow like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But it was a kind of thing where, yeah, hey, it's gonna, we know it's gonna snow, and then it just melts. Uh, we'll probably, I mean, any day now we could get snow that stays. But I heard that this year, because of El Nino weather, the El Nino weather pattern, we might not get a ton of snow. So it's hard to say. some years we don't get significant snow and we don't even have a white Christmas. And then some years we get so much snow that, by the time December gets here, we're sick of snow already. So it's really a crapshoot. I don't think we're going to get a ton this year. But any day now we could have the snow that stays. Oh yeah, and sure enough, verified by samples and tests. Yeah, we did have snow. We've had a couple days of snow, but we just had one, what I'll say, real snow where it was like 2 or 3 inches and it stayed, for a whole day. Oh, Dwayne, 20 feral cats. Birds are scarce. Yeah. I try to keep my bird feeders like elevated. And since we're in town, there's not a whole lot of cats that are loose in town, but there are a few. There was one that used to roam the neighborhood that we haven't seen him in a long time. So most cats are house cats, though. So not a ton of bird murderers running around. Uh, yeah, yeah, I know. I can never get it right. And we have one of those terriers too as a dog. So Yorkshire. I don't know. We have one of those, and I have a box of the tea. uh, so okay, Mason. It's funny now. I'm confused on how I would normally say it. I can't. Yorkshire. I think Yorkshire Terrier. I think that's how an American would normally say it. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what words mean. Oh, here's another one. It's Lancaster? Really? Wait, no, wait. This is Dwayne saying that. Wait, I would say Lancaster. I, maybe I just wouldn't say that word. I don't know. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm so far behind. I'm just scrolling through. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, here's something that I have to comment on. So I have both the I can't even say the word anymore. Yorkshire Gold and Yorkshire. Yorkshire? I I have some of those gold in a box, and I have a bunch of PG tips. The thing that we like to use PG tips for is iced tea. Oh, there's a squirrel out on the empty bird feeder. Uh, PG tips makes amazing iced tea. Just amazing iced tea. I love it. Uh, we we generally make decaf iced tea. My wife prefers decaf iced tea, and it's harder to come by decaffeinated PG tips, and it doesn't taste as good. But I still have PG tips, and it's this like that really really strong tannin. It's a very red tea. Oh, I just love PG tips iced tea. It is the best. Sorry, I know I said that about 27 times, but Abdirham, yes, hello. It is great to see you back. It has been a while. Yeah, it's good. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you back. Bum, 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 bum. Freezing rain. Ooh, freezing rain and hail. Scott had a while just a little bit ago. We had some hail during a thunderstorm recently. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, yeah, I'll pop this up. If anybody is a cybersecurity person, um, hit up Shane. Talk stuff, even on the Discord or something. Look at me pointing to the Discord like a professional. Um, because yeah, I don't have a whole lot of insight there. I'm becoming cloudy now because I'm doing all the cloud stuff. But okay, try Yorkshire. Yorkshire? I've never said that one. Yorkshire. Where would that pronunciation happen? York. I've heard Yorkshire, Yorkshire, and now Yorkshire. I've no idea. I don't know. Okay, now here we have two Brits fighting about it. Mason, and Shane. So there's no hope for any of us. Uh, oh man, yeah, absolutely. We'll just have to. So now that Discord, now that we can do the Discord thing in the stage, we probably could always do that. But now that I know that it exists, I'll have to like have like talking with Sean. How many accents and pronunciations can we get all together? I do sweeten my iced tea, but there's a huge asterisk there because I don't do it like Dwayne. I think Dwayne is the sweet tea man. I just like a tiny bit of sweetener. I like it. I like it because I think sweetness brings out the flavor of tea. Like if I drink completely unsweetened tea, I think it's missing a lot of the nuance of the particular tea, which makes me sound very hoity-toity, I know. But I think that tea needs just a little bit of sweetness to bring out the full flavor, kind of like I would want salt on like savory food just to bring out the flavor. I think sugar does that for tea in a way that it doesn't do for coffee, oddly enough. So yeah, my iced tea is lightly sweetened. Uh, yeah. Oh, and yeah, the thing about decaf tea too. Remember, I was talking about green tea, like some low quality green tea just tastes like cigarette ashes dissolved in water to me. Same thing with decaf tea. A lot of times, decaffeinated tea tastes like fish food to me, which I don't know what's wrong with my tasting things, but you know that smell that fish food has, if you like fish flakes, like if you have like an aquarium with fish and you just like sprinkle the flakes in, that smell is what some decaffeinated tea tastes like to me. Some decaffeinated tea is good, but I've had a lot of bad luck with decaf tea. Bum, 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 bum. Um, you know what? I understand the the desire for Lipton. It has some good tannins. But if you Scott, if you've never tried PG Tips, it used to be like a specialty thing. You had to get a, but now you can usually find PG Tips in a grocery store. If you haven't tried it, I highly encourage you to try it for iced tea. I'm picky about iced tea, and it is the best that I've ever had. So I encourage you to give that a try. Oh, here we go. More to the. All right. Your there's no K. So you drop the K like Yorkshire. Yorkshire. I don't think I could ever say that way. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Um, let's see, Mason. A nerdy question here. I mean, not that T isn't nerdy. For your bird cam to use RTSP for streaming the video online. Okay, so again, this is like 2 days in a row, where my book would be a great answer, Mason. And I gotta finish this stupid thing because it's all written. It's just editing and formatting. Um, I have Birdcam has gone through so many evolutions of how I do it and how I archive it and how I capture it and compile it into daily videos and upload it to YouTube and how I stream it. And then recently, when the other cameras working, based on motion events, it automatically switches to the Birdcam camera that has activity at the time. Um, so right now I stream I'm using the Unify cameras that are part of my home security system, and I pull an RTSP feed from the camera, and I pull it into OBS, running on a server in my closet, and then using OBS, I think that's how I'm still doing it. I stream it to YouTube, but I do all sorts of triggers using webhooks. So Home Assistant is actually what switches the cameras. So Home Assistant will detect motion based on the camera because the camera can be set as a motion detection device. When it detects motion, it switches as long as there's not also motion at the camera that it's currently at, because I don't want to like pull away from a bird to see like a squirrel's butt or something. So if there's motion, it won't switch. But if it detects motion and there's nothing happening, it'll switch. And then I switch the OBS using webhooks from Home Assistant, and then at the end of the day, I I pull all of the captured motion from Unify, from like the security system, and then I compile them all together into um into the footage that I upload every day. So it's just motion that gets uploaded. So that, I don't know if that answered your question at all. It's a very complicated thing that I have so much fun doing. Yeah, Dwayne is a sweet tea guy. All right, fun with place names. Think yeah, it's oh yeah. We had talked about that. I don't know if you were here, but Moose, but we did talk about well, that was also the episode of the live stream when Sean confessed that he didn't realize Wales was a country. But yeah, that yeah, like the I think it's like famous now, the video clip of the weatherman just saying it outright as if it were his his dog's name. Let's see. Oh, sweet. That's too much. That's too much sugar. Oh, so for me, half gallon of tea gets. I have a recipe. Do you want my recipe? You guys want to see my recipe for tea? Here, hold on. I'll get it. No, it's home.brainofsean.com recipes. Where is Sean's super something? Sean's amazing and simple iced tea. All right. Oh, you know what? That's just that. There, it's on my website. Okay. I don't have a search on my website. Why wouldn't I have a search thing on my website? That seems bizarre. I should have a search thing on my website, but I don't. Okay. Iced tea. Wow, I can't believe that's Sean's famous iced tea. Brain of Sean. There it is. Okay. I really need to get a search engine on my thingamabobber. All right, here, I'll paste it in here. There's my recipe for sweet tea. And that made me scroll all the way away. All right. So I use 1/8 of a cup of sugar in a half gallon. Oh no. Oh man, it said something went wrong. I have to reload chat. And I lost all the chats. Oh no, they came. Why is Ko-Fi? Oh, I apologize. Ko-Fi is spamming the channel trying to get. No, that has to. I have to stop that. Y'all, I apologize for the spam in Twitch. About that. Bum bum. You know what? I don't love Bluetooth. I've never had good luck with Bluetooth. The only Bluetooth keyboard and mice that I've ever had are Apple ones, and I think that Apple does something crazy to make Bluetooth work well, because every time I've used Bluetooth devices, especially keyboards and mice, on a non-Mac computer with even a Mac computer with a non-Mac keyboard, it always does the weird delay thing where, it like has to wake up and then like falls asleep, and I just hate it so much. Just hate it so much. And headphones, I use anybody familiar? These are I think it'll actually focus if I go up close. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, sort of trying. Aftershocks, they're bone conduction headsets. So my ears are like open, but I can still hear stuff. I love them. They're awesome. And they are Bluetooth, but I've never hooked Bluetooth up to a computer and had it work well, only to my phone. So anyway. Oh, Shane, you got Twitch working. Awesome. Good job. Uh, yeah, okay, Scott, same thing. I've never had good luck hooking it to a computer, like Bluetooth stuff to a computer. I don't know why. You'd think it would, but I always have no problem with tablets or phones. But yeah, Bluetooth and computers don't work well for me. And so I'll address here. I'll address this too. The thing is, I think that we have a little community that would be able to have these conversations, and they would be respectful and educational. I think the live stream makes it rough though, because I can't keep up with conversations, and the live stream chat kind of goes by, and it's difficult. But yeah, I mean, I have often avoided those sorts of things, but also I have to confess that some of the best friends I have in the world, that friendship that I had started from really, really difficult conversations that we had about vastly differing political and world views. And so I hate to just arbitrarily say, hey, we're not talking about that. Again, the live stream maybe not the best venue for it, because it's difficult during chat and I'm live and I'm trying to address stuff. But in general, I think as long as there's a humility and an in advance, being okay with seeing completely differently from somebody else, as long as it's a cordial conversation, I think those are important conversations to have. So I don't know. That didn't really say anything big, but uh, other than, I think those conversations are vital for humanity. Not to be too grandiose about it. Uh, but yeah, it looks like so yeah, it's I didn't add it when I set up coffee. I bet that's what happened. The bot there, I set it up, and it was probably default when I turned on tiers to match the tiers in Patreon and YouTube. I bet it was like, connect to Twitch, and I'm like, sure, you can connect to Twitch. But that's probably what happened. So I will fix that. And in fact, I'm gonna make a note so I don't forget. I have nothing to write on. Okay, so then I'll just probably forget. uh, have some echo. Some echo with me. Am I echoey? Am I being echoey? I wonder why. I don't think I am. I don't think there's anything that would be echoing, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's not. Why am I saying? Okay, I'm gonna hope that it's not the stream itself. We sure have had enough problems with the stream itself. That's for sure. I do have oh, you want to see the other camera that I have? It's not perfect, and you get to see my messy office. But remember I was talking about the teleprompter? I do have the teleprompter set up, and it's actually in a spot I can see. I don't love the color of it, like the way that it represents the color, and it shows all the junk that I have sitting on the floor. But I do. I mean, I think I'm actually looking at the camera now. I mean, I feel like it's finally set up in a way that is looking at the camera. So it's decent. I've never really had luck with a teleprompter. I wanted to get it so I could read. I don't normally read stuff, probably because I'm bad at reading stuff. But this camera should help. I'm creepily staring at the camera while I'm looking at the screen. So yeah. Anyway, that's the Elgato one. Oh yeah. Sorry, I was looking up at the thing over here. I really need to, whenever I do audio a lot for like events, like if one of my girls is singing, or I'm setting up a mic for the wedding and stuff when they're singing. My recommendation to people is always to eat the mic. I mean, you cannot be too close to the microphone if it's a good microphone, and you have somebody good, mixing the audio. It's the further you are away from a microphone of any kind, the harder it is to get clean audio. And it's a lesson that I know sadly all too well. But yeah. Okay, hide you. Okay. Oh, okay. Northern Shim. Sorry, and I left your message up on the screen and you had removed it. My bad. I apologize. Uh, yeah. So I think, yeah, I still see the comment actually, and it's probably because I wonder where our stream or restream keeps all the chat because I'm looking at the chats from everyone. I mean, everybody sees a chat. Like if somebody from Twitch says something, it will populate like on YouTube, I believe, and it'll like with the little preceding thing. But I just see them all streaming here in front of me, which is kind of cool. Well, you see what I see right there. I mean, I have a window where I can type stuff, but yeah, all the stuff that scrolls by the side, I really like that interface. In fact, that alone is a pretty great reason to use Restream. You can just use their chat thing too. I think that I don't know if you're limited to the number of places you connect, but anyway. Hello, uh, uh Cowan. I don't know if I got your name right there. But hello, 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 hello. Bum, bum. If you ever watch singers or radio shows, yeah. So, and I mean, it's just, yeah, it's probably because people like me have told them, like, you know, you can't get too close to the microphone, because you, especially if it's a good dynamic mic. Oh man, I just have thoughts and feelings about microphones. Condenser mics have their place, but that place is not in my life. I've never, ever had a good experience using a condenser mic or having somebody that I'm trying to capture use a condenser mic. Except maybe one time I had a really expensive Shure stick mic. It was I don't remember what the numbers were. It was a condenser mic, required phantom power. One guy sounded good on it, and he's the only person. And I literally gave him the mic. It was like $300 mic. I'm like, you know what? You're the only person that's ever sounded good with this. Please be my guest. Have this microphone so when you go places, you can say, "Hey, I brought my own mic," and they're going to be like, "Oh wow, he's fancy." But he actually sounded so good on that condenser mic. So yeah. Oh yeah, the comments, yeah, you can still see it in Discord. Once it copies and pastes it over, yeah, I'm sure it's there forever. Oh, communications electrician. Oh, this is yeah. I don't have cool creds like that. I'm not even gonna say what I did. I'm a nerd. I've done nerd things. A nerd, nerdery. Uh, okay. I caught up on comments. That's cool. And no, you don't want me to break out in song, Shane. Anyone else in my family, everyone in my family can sing disgustingly well. I mean, just so good. Like all three of my girls are worship leaders at different churches even. They get requested to go sing places. Um, my wife sings amazingly well. When she was younger, she used to sing more often. I am not tone deaf, and that is about the best that I can say. I've sung a couple times like with my wife when we were younger. Um, but it's like clearly I'm the background guy. She can sing. Yeah, they can all sing so well. It's so cool, and I'm so jealous. Bite Moose, I have an answer for this. How often do I find regex really, really useful? I find regex very useful, but rare enough that I never get good at it. It's so frustrating. There are so many situations, especially like when uh, I've done a lot of work in the crypto world. Not not the finance part of it, but like the hardware that makes it happen underneath, you know, like Bitcoin miners, Ethereum miners, Filecoin miners recently, and I usually have to write my own software to get information and data, like to make a Bitcoin mining data center more efficient. There were a couple thousand rack mount miners, and the temperature was just, I mean, just ridiculous. And so, what we would do is I wrote a script that would get the absolute maximum amount of um, mining without making the miner shut down from heat. And so I had to like pull information from their API that wasn't really great, or sometimes it wasn't an API. I would just have to like scrape web pages or terminal responses. And when you're scraping those chunks of text, regex is just, you just have to use regex, right? I mean, usually for me it's like sed and awk in a long line of pipe commands. But uh, I never have gotten to the point where I can comfortably write regex without Googling and, finding something close and then just like thinking really hard to fix it to make it how I want it. So I don't know. That doesn't really answer other than I wish it was useful a little more often. Oh, let's see. Um, I think Discord, but preface, maybe start a thread in Discord and preface it with, "Hey, this is a topic that, people might, you know, could get angry about, but that's not the goal. So if you don't want to participate, it's okay, but there's going to be no nastiness." Um, that would be my recommendation. Because again, awesome conversations, as long as what you're looking for is somebody else's insight and you're not just trying to change people's minds. You know, as long as your goal is to understand, then yeah, I would start a thread so that it's easy to keep track of too. But yeah, anyway, that's just, and it could go horribly wrong. And if so, we just have to be kind to each other and say, well, we shouldn't do that again. Uh, Starting to get the grips. Oh, there's this. That's quite 90 Days of Mayhem again. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I absolutely would. And we've just been talking about silliness, I guess, which is always fun for me too. But I think I would. Oh no, I did it again, didn't I? I really got to shut that feature off. Okay, there. Now it stopped. Um, Once I get in the swing of making videos for CBT Nuggets too, I will be able to pace things better. Because yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks, and like I posted in a couple different places, the way that CBT Nuggets payment works now, I won't get a real paycheck until November 30th. So even though I finally am starting to create content now, there's a delay in the pay cycle. And then my last paycheck from my last job was October 16th. And so once I get into the groove and I know how long skills are going to take me, I should be able to say, okay, I can spend this much time. I could spend, an hour making a video. And then, on Thursdays or something, I could make a longer form video. So yeah, I think we're gonna get to that point. I don't know if, I mean, I still own 90 Days of May. Maybe I wonder, did I let it expire? Does that still resolve? 90 Days of Mayhem.com? 90 Days of Mayhem.com. Oh, looks like it expired and somebody bought it. Well, that sucks. Because now it says something about not having any sponsors for me. Did I really let it expire? That doesn't seem like me. Why would I let it expire? Where would I have done it? Namecheap. Let's see. Namecheap.com account. And I'm going to have to use my. Now I'm really curious what happened. All right. Namecheap. All right. My 6-digit code. Hmm. Yeah, it's just not there anymore. Well, doggone it. Well, doggone it. All the heck. I do not own 90 Days of Mayhem anymore. Somebody else does. I should get rid of any references I have to it. Looks like, what does it say? Yep, somebody registered it. No, in 2002, that was me. But yeah, I don't own it. I'm really sad. Sorry. Got stuck in my own little world there. Oh, expired on 310. All right. Yeah. Oh, well. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, Google regex every single time. Sorry, catching up on comments. How's the training going for CBT Nuggets? It's going well. So the first course I'm doing is a digital cloud leader. It's I mean it's the entry level Google Cloud platform certification, and yeah, just cloud digital leader. I think digital cloud digital. I think it's cloud digital leader, and I've done like the first two objectives. It's gone well. It's mainly just terminology, like terms that are like, you know, once it's explained, it's like, oh yeah, I mean that makes sense. But cloud computing, if you haven't done cloud computing, there's so many buzzwords and so much jargon that it's so easy to get intimidated, and I really hate that. So yeah, I've only done two objectives. The next objective I'm doing is platform as a service versus infrastructure as a service versus software as a service. Like, what is the difference between those, and where does the responsibility lie on the end user versus the cloud provider, and who's in charge of what aspects of security? And so it's just it's not a nitty gritty like do stuff course. It's how can you talk to people about cloud computing? I think that's really what it's designed for. Like, hey, if you're gonna have a talk to people about um, cloud computing, what would you do? And so yeah, it's going well though. It is. It's going well. I'm really sad that it expired. So yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I could. I mean, I couldn't show. So that's the thing too. That's why I mean, my CBT nuggets. No, I did it again. My CBT Nuggets studio is literally over there, right? I mean, I showed pictures last time, um, because I didn't want there to be any confusion. And so, yes, I can, and I specifically am allowed to continue the Linux Plus course. Don't let the lack of videos recently, uh, you know, make you think that's not the case. But that, and I can leave the Linux Essential stuff up there. The only thing I'm not going to be allowed to do without getting authorization, that I probably won't anyway. I can't train specifically for like LPIC 1. Like, I cannot do a course for LPIC 1 because I have done that for CBT Nuggets in the past. Now, it's possible that they would give me the permission to do that. I've also unfortunately done a Red Hat course before, so I can't do that either. But if it's not course specific, if it's not cert specific, I can absolutely do stuff on YouTube. I can continue to do um, all sorts of Linux training, just not cert prep. But that's probably better for the long run anyway, because if people only come to the channel to see cert prep stuff, as soon as they, get the cert, why would they stick around unless they like it? And I mean, some people, would stick around, but yeah, so I absolutely can teach Linux stuff. That was a very long way to answer a very simple question. Mm. Oh, what I electronics tagging outside. Ooh. I like electronic stuff. The more I do with Arduino, the more I wish that I understood actual electronics more, because it's just fascinating. It's just fascinating stuff. But oh, a project manager now. All right, that's cool. Uh, doo-doo-doo-doo. uh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So That's the question, and that is pretty much the answer. Yeah. Just be kind. And yeah. That's pretty much the how we go. Uh Usually talk tech stuff. That's not true. Usually have the premise that we're going to talk about tech stuff and then we talk about tea. But yeah, basically just a group of people getting together and talking about nerdy stuff. But yeah, be kind. That was the best answer. I appreciate that. 1.5 robots to sort with Raspberry Pis at the moment. Oh, that's actually pretty sweet. We'd love to hear more about that in the future. Post some pics and stuff, like in the Discord. I used to hate Discord, but I'm starting to see that it as a central landing place, it might be good. So I try to focus on it. But yeah, that's cool. We do talk about regex or yeah, tech stuff, regex. So yeah, be kind, rewind. So I think if you, I know we're almost out of time here, but Epos Vox, you know, on YouTube, that's kind of his like closing tagline thing, be kind, rewind. And it's funny for me because I know that he is significantly younger than I am. And for some reason it makes me appreciate his retro joys that much more. You know, he is real. I mean, he's been shooting a lot of 4x3 video, not cropping to 4x3, like shooting native 4x3 video and uploading it to YouTube. And it just warms my heart. It's so cool. And yeah, that just reminds me of Epos Vox these days. Oh, good. I'm glad. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'll still be able to do Linux videos, which probably more small, non-certif, not cert related, like the Bash coursings or the Bash script thing, or you know maybe Python stuff too. Because I mean, I've never taught anything on Python. I never did any development stuff because I'm not a developer for CBT Nuggets. But yeah, lots of stuff that I'll be able to do. I won't be able to do, you know, Google Cloud training, but I wouldn't want to anyway, if I'm being completely honest. It's at least at this point, I don't want to make Google Cloud videos for YouTube. I want to do something else for YouTube, like Linux. Yeah, I am showing that I'm a Gen Xer, but that's the thing. I don't think Epos Vox is, right? I mean, he's got to be quite a bit younger. If you don't know who I'm talking about, just, you know, Google him and you'll see just EPOXVOX is him. And yeah, he's all about the analog stuff and 4x3 video. Yeah, he's cool. I don't know him personally, but I am going, yes, I am. And I'm no longer gonna pretend to and make false promises. Once I get into my groove at CBT Nuggets where I can consistently make the videos there, I will see at what point during the week I can make videos and start doing that. So yes, absolutely. And I have the permission, you know, from the lawyers. Literally, they have on staff lawyers. I have written permission from them to finish that. So yes, I absolutely will. We're done? Oh, let's see. Chilled out Sunday evening. I do too. I like the chilled out evening chats here. It makes me happy. Yes, I will. Here, I'm sure that it is youtube.com. Epos Vox. It's got to be Epos. I mean, that's just got to be his channel, right? I typed it in before I tried it though, so let's see. youtube.com. Epos Vox. Yeah, that's him. And I mean, not a kid. Probably, I'm guessing 30s. I'm guessing he's in his 30s. But yeah, he shoots a lot of stuff in 4x3. He's got a really unique voice. I like his voice as well. But yeah. Yeah, so if you go there and comment and say, hey, Sean mentioned you, and he'll be like, who? All right. Yeah. Yeah. Gen X, it is time. And somebody is dropping dinner off to my family because my wife, a surgery thing, even though she's at work today, I didn't get the house clean either, guys. I got a house clean. She is done in an hour and a half. Okay, wish me luck. I'm gonna go. It's my sister bringing us dinner, and then I'm gonna clean the house before my wife is done at work. So have a lovely day. Thank you for chatting about tea. Thanks for thanks for everything. Just so happy. Yeah, play with the Discord too, because I'm gonna try to focus on that a lot. Because it just I worked so hard to get all those roles to sync up between the different platforms. Now I'm like, all right, I gotta focus on Discord now. So yeah. All right, later. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the internet. Have a good one, everybody. I gotta stop it in multiple places because it's also over in the Discord. Was anybody there? Yes, somebody was there. Okay. Stopping it in Discord first. Okay. The Discord is stopped, and now I'm gonna stop it here. All right. Yeah. All right. Have a great night. Oh, dang it. Double clicked it.